Hello there, it's me again, Francis from Generational Wealth Academy. Now, on today's video, I am going to be looking at another of the beginner questions I tend to get. Perhaps you could say it's not necessarily beginners that ask this question, but I would look at it anyway and take it as something, a question asked mainly by beginners. The question goes as what currency pair is the best to trade and what times of the day are the best times to trade. Now, to be honest with you, if you're just starting out, I would say to focus on trading one particular time of the day. So if you are going to be trading the Asian session, then stick to that. If you're going to be trading the European session, stick to that. The New York session, and stick to that, unless it is the case that you've got a strategy which you have learned, which you want to go with. Then like I always say, if a strategy works well, then it will work across board. It will work during Asian session and New York session, and well, most of the time it will work. So that's my response to that with regards to what time of the day to trade. But I would also say, as it relates to currency pairs, I believe I probably have touched on it in a previous video. I would say to stick to pairs that are not volatile. But then again, it depends on the strategy you've learned. But as a beginner or a new trader, I wouldn't think you are going to be wanting to trade volatile pairs. And by volatile pairs, I mean pairs that kind of like move a lot during the course of the trading session, perhaps usually during the London session or the New York session. Pairs like pound pairs, for instance, almost all pound pairs tend to be volatile. Obviously gold is volatile. It's an asset that is very volatile. You definitely do not want to be trading indices if you're just starting out. But unless you've gained some experience from some mentor who has taught you otherwise, and they've taught you a good strategy. Pairs like the Euro Aussie dollar or the Euro New Zealand dollar also are volatile. You want to avoid those pairs and just trade other pairs to start off with, and then you could take it from there. But as it relates to what time of the day to trade, like I was saying, or like I would like to communicate here, your strategy matters. Your strategy matters. I'm going to be showing you something on the chart here now, and you can see there are different points or lines on the chart. Those are pivotal points in the market. This happens to be the 5-minute time frame. It basically works on all time frames. If you're trading with pivots, for instance, this is an example of one of our latest indicators. And auto traders, which we call the wealthy place, indicator, or the wealthy place auto trader. You can see an alert is given here. These are pivotal points, like I say. You will see that it tends to either bounce off the pivotal points, or when it breaks through, it basically just continues. Pivotal points are basically areas on the chart of value, on the chart, areas of importance that traders are looking at. So you can see an alert was given here, for instance. Basically the price went up, came down, went up, kept on oscillating until eventually it took off. This is like a pivotal point or pivot points painted, on the chart during the early hours of the day, during the Asian session. And you can see right from where we entered, it basically went all the way. My goodness, that was some good number of pips. Even as you can see here, I believe you can just about see it. This is the euro pound, and it took off and delivered over 60 pips, depending on whether you came out of it or not. Some people might have come out here. Maybe they entered here, as the price got up there and it began to come down, they might have jumped out. Well, it depends on what target you were. The good thing about this indicator is that it tells you the take profit levels, or this, and of course the stop loss level. So if you are one of those who belongs to our trading community, then obviously you would know. Otherwise, feel free to join our trading community on Telegram, and you can you find out how to lay your hands on this. But anyway, I'll be showing you how to join us on our website later on, if you haven't clicked on it at the bottom of this video. Now you can see, like I say, this went and delivered over 60 pips, but then it came down. It came back to the pivotal areas, and guess what happened? It basically went on up again, giving 35 pips. Now, I mean, with this one, let's put it this way. A sell signal was given here, so if you entered, you would have been taken out at this point with a loss of just 3 pips, 4 pips. So that's basically, that would have been a small loss compared to the big wins, on that one. So let's just, I mean, this is a strategy that works on, works on all assets as much as I know. All assets, that is indices, regular currency pairs, metals and energy. So this is the chart for euro pound. Let's try an index. Let's try US 30. Obviously, if you don't have a sizable account, you don't want to be trading indices. So we see here a signal is given. You can see that a signal is given, and boom, it went all the way, hitting TP1, because TP1 is marked out by the indicator. Giving us over 140 pips, which was a very good trade. I mean, like I say, I mean, you want to trade pivot points. A lot of things tend to, the market tends to react at pivot points. You can see here it came through easily. It went there, but it oscillated at the pivot point. Went there, it bounced off it here. These are something that we do teach in Generational Wealth, Academy. But we see that we've secured, some pips here, by just, going with that. Well, I mean, the price did go up. You might have wanted to trade it going up. It depends on, if you've learned how to trade using the pivot points. But you see here as well, even when it got to that same area where the sell signal was given before, boom, it bounced off and came, giving us even more pips. Giving us, oh, wow, giving us over 370 pips there on an index. So you can see it works. If you want to lay your hands on this indicator, feel free to contact me. I'll just look at a few more assets. So we've looked at pound, euro pound. We've looked at US 30 now, which is an index. Let's just see. Let's try gold. Let's try gold. Gold. This is Euro CHF. Let's try gold. Where is it? Okay. Before we go to gold, let's go to. Okay. Yeah. Let's do gold first. That's gold. You can see here the pivot points are there as well. A sell was given. A sell alert. You would have entered and gotten just a few pips there. 38 pips. Well, that's not bad for gold. But then the price, went, up in the opposite direction. So if it basically says to enter here, you were more or less, it hit TP1. We always tell, our members to definitely target TP1. TP2 is not guaranteed, but, you can go for it. You'll be seeing examples of when TP2 was hit. So anyhow, this basically was an alert to buy. If you had bought, even though, like I would tell my members not to buy this, I will explain. But if you bought, the price came against you immediately and hit stop loss. So you were taken out on that trade if you entered. But I would usually tell my members not to enter when the alert candle is small like this. To me, this is an indecisive candle. So my members ideally would not have entered that trade. They would have waited for the next, this is basically where the alert came. They would have waited for a next opportunity here at the pivot point, you know, a more decisive candle. Let's see what happens. My goodness, it delivered a lot. This is gold. Woo! Yes, you did. You would have won gold medal, as it were. So if you're entered even at the close of the candle here, guess what? It gave you this much, 90. Even if it came and pulled back, and basically went all the way up, that is huge. Over 110 pips. You know what? Let's basically see how. Oh, let's see how. My goodness. Let's see how far it went. So we entered, let's say we entered here. Let's just mark it. Let's mark that. Let's say we entered here. My. This was Friday. This is a day when people say, oh, I don't trade. But if you trade using pivot points and you know, you will do well. Now, we entered right about there, going back there. Boom, 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 boom. My. So the market delivered over 122 pips, you know, but even if you got just some out of it, that would have been fine. Now that is gold. Let's try oil, even though you know, I mean, these are day trades basically. These are day trades. I mean, you can do a long-term trade with them, but day trades are fine as well. But let's go try oil, because it is the case that with oil, with me anyway, I wouldn't usually be day trading oil. It's a trade I will keep for some days. Okay, so let's switch over to oil. There we go. Well, on some brokers, it's called WTI crude. So here we see an alert is given for a sell. We would have entered here. It came down, giving just less than 2 pips. Well, it's oil anyway, so that's the way it is. You know, but then it went there like so. Boom, 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 boom. Let's do this. Let's see. My goodness, this was a good trade. Nevertheless, it basically, you know, we entered here. It went like so, retraced a bit, began to oscillate. Basically, the market makers frustrating us. And what happened? Then it finally dropped. Then it finally dropped from right about there to here, about 8 pips, or if it was here, about 9 pips, before it reversed. So that's what happened with that one. But during the course of the day, another signal was given for a buy. If we had jumped in, we went and got about 19 pips. So not bad. So you can see, you know, trading with this indicator and trading pivot points, you know, because that's what this indicator helps you, you know, trade. It delivers a lot of good results. It delivers the pips and the profits. So today, I mean, in this video, we've looked at regular currency pairs like Euro, Pound. We've looked at an index, you know, like US 30, the big one. You know, we've looked at gold. We looked at gold, which is a metal. And we've also now looked at oil, some energy. So we see it's good across board. So like I say, if you do want to lay hands on this, do feel free to join our Telegram group. That's where you'll be able to reach me and you know, members of the admin, well, the team, as it were, you know, to help you out with whatever questions you might have. Now, let's quickly go to my website. I mean, let's go to the website. 1 minute, let's go to the website. Where is it? There we go. So that's the website. I mean, those who have seen the video before, perhaps you've you know, seen the website in the past. You know, to get free resources, you know, where you get some more videos. You know, some of them would not be on YouTube or anywhere else, but on our website. So, you know, feel free to come here often. You know, you simply click on tutorial videos. That comes under free resources, and then the lot size calculator, which of course you can download from our Telegram group. But then, you know, we see here, if you click on free trade signals, if you want to get some of our free trade signals during the course of the week, then you will come to the resources, free resources, go to free trade signals. The button is here to click on to take you to our Telegram channel. If you don't have Telegram, just feel free to download Telegram for your mobile phone, even as this chap is looking at his. Download it on your mobile phone or on your PC for that matter, and you know, join our Telegram channel. The Telegram is similar to WhatsApp. I'm sure most people are used to WhatsApp, but Telegram is very good for business, and you could join us. So just come on this page, click on here, and join us. So that's it for this particular video. You know, by the way, the web address is generational generationalwealthtraders.com. generationalwealthtraders.com. Obviously, that's what this stands for, GWT, generationalwealthtraders.com. So I hope you've gained a thing or two from this video. Just to recap, like I was basically saying, there is no such thing as the best time of the day to trade. There is no such thing as the best currency to trade. It just depends on what you have learned to trade and what you're used to. Obviously, if you're trading the Asian session, we know it moves rather more slowly than the New York or the London session, but that is basically what some traders trade. That's when they trade. So you just have to find what works well with you, what suits your lifestyle, and go with that. But if you have other questions, feel free to catch up with me on the Telegram channel, and yes, join our community there. Okay, bless you.